Good morning everyone. Today on this video I want to ask you one question, and the question is what a person need after his or her retirement, or how your retirement be a dream come true retirement. Think for some time and tell. Definitely the one thing will come to your mind that the first thing about the comfort, the second thing about the retirement should we should travel a lot and explore the countries. The third thing always about the having some close friends or relatives where we can spend our life happily. So all these things can be possible when you have a financial source of income. So according to the finance ministry, the person retirement time will be 25 to 30 years. Okay, but if the person doesn't have the active source of income, so all his dream will go to vanish. So you should have a proper investment during your salary or job period so that your retirement will be fruitful. So all the things can be coming into mind when you are thinking about the different financial product that you can invest from starting off your job or after 30s, which will help you provide a good source of income at your retirement stage. So today on this video, I'm going to tell you one financial product that you know, that NPS is none other than National Pension Scheme. So on the name, it is written as a pension. So it's basically a financial product that will provide a kind of pension that is provided money, or you can say the corpus, at the end of the maturities. So most of the thing that we know that a person job life started normally from 25 to 60 years. Okay, but a person can invest in financial products starting from the age of 18 years when he became a major. So that's why the government has introduced a lot of products in the market. So NPS is one of them. So it's basically a pension product where you can invest it. So today on this video, I'm going to tell about all the things about the NPS, how you can invest and how much amount you can invest and who can invest, whether you can invest it, and all these things. So I just want to request you to stay till the end. So when we think about the NPS, we have to know about the structure of the NPS. Okay, we have to know about it. The first thing is what exactly the NPS is. Nothing but National Pension Scheme, which is regulated by the PFRDA. It means the Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. So in the last video, I have always talked about any kind of product, there should be a regulated authority of it. Okay, when the security or stock market regulated by the SEBI, when it is a bank which is regulated by the RBI, same thing, a fund that is an NPS will be regulated by the PFRDA, which define all the rules and regulations of the NPS. Okay, so an investor has to adhere all the rules according to the PFRDA. Okay, so today on this video we'll know about what exactly NPS. So NPS is nothing but a national pension scheme. Okay, so whatever the product, whatever the things you are investing on the financial product, that will be help you to give us good source of returns. Okay, so returns will be possible during your service period of time, whenever you're doing job, business, or any kind of thing that will provide a good amount of salary and wages. So some part of salary you can invest in the financial product that will give you a kind of return in the life, like in case of fixed deposits, like in case of your recurring deposits, like in case of PPF, same thing like that. Okay, so whenever thinking about the NPS, we always think about if it's helpful for the pension or it is helpful for the time of retirement. So it means that it will not provide any kind of returns, or you cannot withdraw the amount fully, between the years, provided for the certain circumstances where you can applicable for the partial withdrawal. Okay, so today we'll know about the NPS structure. So NPS was started by the country, or started by the government in the year of 2004, but that is only for the government employees. In 2009, it has diversified its section to all the people. It means you people who are in doing business, people who are doing kind of corporate job, or people who are doing in all kind of jobs, they can apply for the NPS. Okay, so it's nothing but the voluntary retirement scheme which provide the pension on your maturities. Okay, so normally the NPS duration will be 18 to 16 years. Okay, a person can got his whenever he start, for example, if he started on the age of 30 years, he has to wait for 60 years in get the full amount of money. Okay, so during this period he has to invest something. So the minimum amount he has to or she has to invest is 500, and the maximum amount he or she, there is no limit. Okay, you can invest as much as you can, but you need to invest minimum 500 in your financial year. Whenever thinking about financial year, it start from April of 1 year, that year and next year March. That's called a financial year. It means on this year, the financial year is April 2020, and the end will be the March 2021. Okay, so NPS is all about a scheme which is all your money will be invested and will be invested in different financial products. Okay, the financial product is like equities, debt, corporate bonds, okay, and some alternating investment depend upon that. Okay, so that is something. So when it is about NPS, definitely you always think about the it is helpful for about long term purpose. Okay, so as I already told that all your bond will be invested in the equity and debt products. So definitely you have to think about what are the how a person can be invested in the equity and debt products. So before that, we have to know what are the benefits that we can do. So according to the PFRDA, the benefit you can get, you got a tax benefit. Or it means that you whatever the invest you are made, whatever things you are depositing, that's not a taxable. Whatever the return you got, I mean the interest, that is also not taxable. And the last and final, whatever you got in the maturity, that's also not taxable amount. It means that according to the taxable agreement, income tax rule, it is called exempted, and exempted. So you have to know that whatever the amount you are invested, that it will not be taxable any kind of thing. So it's a better thing. And the second best thing that a person can invest in NPS, that it provides a good amount of return compared to your PF, compared to fixed deposits, and compared to the other financial products. Okay, provided that you have to wait till the 60 years to get the returns on it, to get the fully withdrawal of it. Okay, so you have to know that. So an NPS where you can get a taxation of 80C, under the 80C rule you can get a taxation of up to 1,50,000. Apart from that, you also get a 50,000 deduction or from your salary, or 50,000 tax saving from your salary through 80CCD. Okay, so you have to get it 2 lakhs. Okay, around 2 lakhs you will got. So for example, if you know that if there is a government apply, they can open an NPS, but they have an NPS opened by the government, and some companies also provide NPS facilities to their customers. So customers or employees, so as an employee or as a employee, you can deposit 10% of your salary, or it means the basic salary plus wages, to the investment. Okay, that's also be not taxable. Okay, if you deposit by the employer or you are depositing it, you can show it as a tax saving purpose. Okay, so all this is helpful for the tax saving purpose, and you can deposit on your income tax slabs. Okay, so that's the important thing. The third thing is, whenever you are investing in NPS, how your money is channelized. As you know that whatever money you are investing in your different financial sectors or bank and financial institution, mutual fund, the institution will not keep your money idle, will not give you the interest. They have to deposit, they are investing somewhere, and they get a return, and back up it, they also provide return to you. Okay, so your investment, your products will be invested in the different financial products. Okay, as I take equity, debt, corporate bonds. Okay, all these products can be used, and government bonds and alternative investment. Okay, these are the products you can use it. So, and it is managed by it is all managed by the pension fund managers, which is appointed by the PFRDA. Okay, and they are some part of government. There is also private private managers. Okay, so whenever thinking about the government, definitely LIC, SBI, UTI, all are government. When you're thinking about private, it's all about SDFC, ICICI, Birla Sun Life Insurance. All these are private pre-payments pension fund manager. Okay, so next thing is about the type of investment. As I saw about equity, corporate bond, government bond, and alternative, your money will be channelized in these things. Okay, so there is a situations, there is a sometime that you have to giving a choices on this type of investment. One is active choice, second is auto choices. Okay, on active choice, you have to choose which product you have to invest. Okay, for example, you have to choose in equity, you have to choose some part of your money equity, because at the age of 30, or you started something age of 30, so you are more prone to take a risk. Definitely you have to invest in your equity. So according to the government, you can from the 32 years or from the age of 18 years till the 15 years, you can invest in equity maximum 75% of your amount, and the rest of the amount you can invest it in other financial product like corporate bond and government bond and alternative securities. Okay, then after some period of time, you can reduce in a in a possibility way. Okay, so whenever thinking about your investor, why, definitely the three investors will coming to your mind. One is aggressive investors, which is coming to mind. Second thing, all about the investors which is very comfort type of investors. So those who are aggressive on starting, they can invest from the 75%, and those who are in the other category, they can start from the 50%, and other thing can be invested in other 50%. Okay, and there is also kind of investors who are in there. So according to your age, from example, your age, suppose you are starting from the investment 30 and you want to invest from 30 to from 30 plus. So whenever your age increases, your investment from the equity will be decreases and diversify from the other products. It means that when you started the investment 75%, it will be like, and you can diversify from your investment from equity to the other products. Okay, depend upon your choices. Okay, that's called an active choices. And second thing is coming about the auto choices. Auto choices is nothing but when a person doesn't know about where to invest, doesn't have an idea about the financial product where to invest in different because he or she coming from different background. So he does what the pension fund manager, they can give you an auto choice options. Okay, on auto choice options, your products can be reduced from the starting 75%, and according to your ages, it will be decreases rapidly and diversified the amount from the other financial products like equity, debt, from equity to debt to the corporate bonds and alternative products. The equity products are riskier and alternative also more riskier than the equity. So it is very advisable whenever you are investing something, start with an equity that will give you more return. So if you are not concerned about the more and more returns or more risk prone, okay, definitely you start with the corporate bonds or the government securities where it is risk is less and the security is really there. Okay, so these are all the things that I have discussed. As I told about, it is also managed by the pension fund managers. So definitely you have a chance to change the pension fund managers if you want in the life, because somebody doesn't want. So once in a year you can change from the pension fund manager, from one pension fund manager to another pension fund managers. Okay, and you have an if you are in active choices, if you want your choices to be auto choices, you can do that. And how can you do that? You have an option, two option in a year. Okay, and apart from that, you also get an option of asset classes at 2 times a year. Okay, so you can get an option of partial withdrawal facilities. Okay, so if you want, in case your child marriages or your children marriages or something kind of critical health issues, you can withdraw amount, but only 25 to 30% you can withdraw it. Okay, not more than that you can withdraw. Depend upon all the situation which I have told, you have to give in all the proof, then you can withdraw. Okay, these are all the things. So now the things is coming into mind about how can a person open an NPS. Okay, so everybody can open an NPS, there is no problem, it is totally for everyone. So but the thing is that when thinking about government employee, definitely a nodal office, you have to think about there his or her nodal office, then he can open an employer. Okay, when you think about private employees, definitely he can open through POP. It means that you have two choices, that to find out the POP. Whenever thinking about POP, you have to find out all your location or the nearest POP from the NPS websites, okay, so that you can go there and and open an account or open an NPS over there, okay. And apart from that, these are all the offline, and apart from that you can open online as well. And the online facility, you can go directly to the ENPS, and there you can open through online. Okay, so from the online you need all the things like KYC documents and everything. You need your Aadhaar card, Aadhaar image, okay, all the you are in scan copy, and the net banking facilities, and scan image of your signatures and net banking facilities. All these things you need to open an account. So today on this video I'm going to give you the link of that. You can go directly and find out the POP details if you go for offline, or you can directly go to online if you want. Okay, so these are all the things. And if you want to invest in NPS, definitely you have a goal setting in your mind, like how much I got earn after the 60 years. So definitely you have to invest throughout the year. So you can do a corpus, you can do a goal for your life, and accordingly you can invest in through the NPS, and that will help you to get an NPS. Okay, so as I already told you about that, you can get an investment on the NPS on the maturity. So before that you cannot fully withdraw. So on your maturity you cannot get all the investments. It means that 60% of investment you can get through for the purpose of retirement, and for the 40% you can go through an annuity. It means that annuity is nothing but is providing a monthly pension to you for your meeting your daily expenses. Okay, so that's you can do. And also in your on your maturity you can extend up to 10 years more, 70 years you can, up to 70 years you can extend it, provide the regular amount. Okay, so these are all the things you can do. Apart from that, I said about the partial individual facility, you can got a partial individual, but in the case of critical illness and children educations. So these are all the things I have discussed you. And the one thing you have to maintain that in case of partial individual we can get a 20% of your amount. Okay, 20% of your whatever you are invested. So whenever you are thinking about NPS, definitely you have to mention that if you want to make an active NPS for a 60 period, then you can get a good amount of interest on that. For example, you stop in between year, you have to, whenever you are going to start again or you want to resume, definitely you have to pay all the arrears along with the charges, then you can start your NPS again. So you have to, these things are coming to your mind. Okay, so these are all the things I have to discuss. These are all the things you can do in invest. These are, so on NPS you can do all the investment on tier 1 or tier 1 about that. So there is another time of investment will come as a tier 2 investment. So it's nothing but it's basically a kind of investment which you do in mutual fund, you know about that. But tier 2 investment, there is no restriction of money. Okay, there is no restrictions, there is no kind of risk. You can deposit anytime and things, you can withdraw anytime any things. But the one thing is that all the income, all the interest will be taxable. So I told about this, all about that your mutual fund SIP we do the same type of investment tier 2. And a person who want to go for an investment with tier 2 definitely have to go for tier 1, which I told you earlier, the NPS, exact NPS, which you have to keep your money for 60 years, which cannot withdraw on that before that, and only in case partial withdrawal. So tier 1 is only for you. For the partial withdrawal facility is only for the pension scheme and annuity scheme. Tier 2 is property about the investment. Okay, so these two things you have to come to your mind. And this is all about the NPS. Hope you understand what exactly NPS the about thing. So you need to maintain all this kind of thing and knowledge, you know, whenever you are going to open an NPS. So that's all about my video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day, and definitely comment if something I want to improve it. Okay, thank you so much for your time.